Hello YouTube, welcome back. Having a good time? Good, because things are about to get significantly better or worse, depending on your opinion of my games of Dwarf Fortress. I mean, video 4 now or something? Really you should know by now. Unless you clicked on this for the first, you just jumped into the series in the middle, which is fine. Cool, you don't have to hang around. Anyway, why would I keep ruining these intros to videos? It's a terrible shame. Let's have a little bit of volume on the game. I'm going to put sound sense up. Do let me know if I've put it too loud and you guys can't hear me. And we'll have a little look around the fortress and see what we can find. I'm just going to adjust my monitor here because I realise it's tilted far too far to the right and the shine on the bezel is too much. Okay, so here we are. Can you see my mouse cursor? Yes, you can. That's good. You can probably also hear my beard crackling while I scratch it, so I'll stop doing that. Here we've got our bar block stockpile that we set up in the immediate start period because, of course, you've got to put stuff somewhere, and we did have some workshops here churning out blocks, if not bars, and we brought some bars with us. In fact, a significant quantity of steel bars, so that should be very useful in the near future. Here we have a furniture stockpile, we've got a stone stockpile, and a wood stockpile, which of course all needs to be moved indoors probably this session. We've got a refuse stockpile here, yet to be besmirched with any of our dwarves' leavings, so we'll ignore that. Here we've got our trade depot. I believe we've already traded with these guys here, so we're not going to bother diving in too deep. I can't remember what we bought, but actually, do I need to take all the gear out? Move goods. Yes, we do. There we go. No. What? Ah! There we go. Good. Escape done. Right. This here is the stairway down into our main mine complex, which has thankfully been the complex that actually breached the cavern, so we're good there. This little tunnel here is yet to be trapped, but is intended to be as such. This here is my barracks in the future, but for now it's just a dormitory. Although, I think I whipped all the beds out. Are these actually in place? No, yeah, they are in a place, but this hasn't been designated as a proper dormitory yet. That probably explains why the dwarves aren't getting that much sleep. Maybe I should do that. I'd need a door here though, wouldn't I, to stop all the designations spilling out. Then again, do I really? Let's make this a bedroom. Boom, size the room. Biddly biddly biddly, there we go, that's big enough. Bosh. Okay, that's saved the problem for now. So anyway, keep going down here. This here leads down one floor over to our farming area, which is sadly walled off with soil and therefore very vulnerable to breaches, but we'll see what goes on. Oost, Osmosis Jones. Oost indeed. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for joining us. I'm just doing the early stage tour, so I'm sure you know what's going on. This set of stairs here goes up, not down. This goes down into a little to-be archery range here. We're going to put some targets and stuff in and let our archers, crossbow dwarves, figure out what's going on. You don't know what's going on. Well, you haven't missed much. You haven't missed much, don't worry. These stairs here go up. So we'll go up a bit. Here we go, following them. Wait, what the figgins are going down? That's not how it works. Up, up. Here we go. They're going up. Bing, 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 bing. Very high up into this little mound. And here we have an as yet unexcavated funereal complex where we will be. I'll try that one again. Where we will be burying dwarves who die, obviously, because it doesn't make much sense to bury live dwarves, and I'm not even sure the mechanics of the game support that. Let's go up another floor, and this is our temple complex, where we will be placing all of our shrines and stuff of that nature. We can go up a little bit further, and here we have a little connecting corridor that goes to this stairwell. Who's here? Vehemat. Oh, Vehemat. I wonder if he's in. Let's scroll down. And this goes much deeper, way beyond our entry complex. I say way beyond, it's a few floors down. We've got some bedrooms being dug out. We've got a little dining area, a kitchen and still, and a food stockpile. And if we continue down a little bit more, we've got this little zone which is intended for industrial use. We've only put the mason's workshop in, but currently, I believe, these are prioritised to get dug out before other stuff, in the correct order to allow, maximum usage. These things down here, maximum usage, that's not what it's going to allow. Maximum, words. Basically, it's going to make these things come online one at a time. They'll dig this whole thing out, then this whole thing. Or then all of this shit down here, but whatever. I don't care. Here we go, here's our offices. This is where all of our bookie dwarves are going to be sitting. As yet, no tables, chairs, or doors, but still we've got the rooms. And then if we go a bit further down, we can see, from the top here, this little stairway, which I mentioned being the one that goes down to the caverns. biddly 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 bee, we go down. This is what I call a cavern baffle. I'll explain the concept in a minute, but as you can see, it has been utterly useless and allowed a troll to get into our stairwell. It's been lingering down there. It's not decided to bugger off yet. Oh, hello, Scientific Hooligan. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. It's yet to come up to the base, and it's yet to go down. So we'll have to see what happens there. We'll keep an eye on it, and hopefully we'll get rid of it. Or capture it. Maybe I'll get a mechanics workshop set up in time. They'll make some cage traps. It will walk into one of them. Bing, problem solved. But... I don't know. And anyway, we can go a bit further down after the cavern baffle. I normally like to put a few more of them in, but unfortunately I was just a little bit too sparse with them. And now we have the cavern layer down here, which we can see is fairly open at the point of breach, and of course at ground level, which is the key thing here. And then if we go up a little bit higher, we can see there's a few connecting bits and bobs, and it's all good. Which means there's only one thing left to do. Go up to the surface, zoom out, blah 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 blah, and show everybody the size of our map. It's a little bit of an unorthodox arrangement. We've gone for a long, wide one rather than a square job, but it'll do. This here is a single square of mountain biome, and this down here is a volcano. Ah, sweet volcanoes, my beloved. I love them so much. I nearly always do a volcano embark. Don't always get to exploit the volcano, but I do always, well, nearly always try for a volcano embark, unless I'm doing something different, a bit fruity, something special. And of course we have this lovely little flat area out here which can be used for all sorts of stuff, like fishing in ponds, getting water, and so forth. Trees, all that kind of gubbins. Anyway, let's zoom back in on our little corner here. That's the wrong way to scroll, there we go. Zoom back into our corner, and maybe unpause the game. Is there anything really, really urgent that needs my attention before we unpause? Scientific Hooligan hasn't got one in. Osmosis Jones, I did start working on one for you, but you might have one actually. Let me just check that quickly. Sorry, YouTube viewers and new viewers to the stream, but I haven't done it for a while, but I used to do all these notifications, like commands that you can do to announce yourself coming into chat, because when I was an even scrubbier scrub tier streamer, I had a greeter bot which probably fucked my numbers for quite some time. Let's scroll down a bit on this screen. Apologies, I'm on a browser here trying to see if I've got one for Osmosis. Osmosis? Why did I go all the way down there? JK, LMNO... No, not yet. I did start working on it, but I got sidetracked trying to figure out a way to work the film Osmosis Jones into it, and, well, you know how it goes. I went down a rabbit hole. How long has this fort been online? Only a few hours, real time. We only had one migration wave. I think we've barely been playing a year, so good. Have I been looking at Resident Evil 2? Yeah, I would love to get Resident Evil 2, but it's still out of my price range at the moment. I can't really splash out on a massive game like that. So maybe if it goes on a sale later down the line, I'd definitely love to play it. But right now it's not in the cards. And it's not like I don't have a whole shitload of games that I'm playing at the moment anyway. So, I mean, there's a chance I'd buy it and it would just languish because I wouldn't find the right moment to do it. So we'll see. We'll see. Your nickname doesn't come from the film. Well, I remember you saying that after I started it, and then at that point I was lost and alone, wandering in the wilderness thinking, but what am I going to write? How am I going to encapsulate the essence of Osmo if I can't reference the only thing I know to do with his name? I mean, it was terrible. Dark days. Dark days. The demo, half an hour and you get the first segment of it, could be good for a quick stream. I would consider it. But, you know, also, as I want the game, and I'm fairly certain at some point I will pick it up, I mean, I don't really want to play the first half hour and then come back to it at a later date and go, oh, I've got to do the first half hour again. As you do, or as one does occasionally. Anyway, enough of this. We got well off the beaten track here for Dwarf Fortress. Apologies to the noobs and the YouTubes. Let's take a look at this barracks here. Well, I've already designated it as a bedroom, but we should really make it a barracks. And we should, of course, assign our military, of which we only have one person available at the moment, because... Oh, I haven't assigned a militia commander, have I? Noble Scream. What else do we want to assign? So, it's the militia commander who's important for starting the military, isn't it? So we'll go in there, and we will choose... Is it Nuka Citrus who has the correct stats? Let's move over to Dwarf Therapist and do a quick survey to see what's going on here. Let's find out. We gave someone axeman skill and teaching skill, so let's have a little peeky poo at that. Where's teaching? Is it in here? No, but we've got Axe Dwarf here. It's Mr. Mex. Mr. Mex has to be our head of the militia, so without further ado, let's pop back to the fortress and get on with the deeds. Mr. Mex, where are you, Mr. Mex? There you are. No longer a peasant, you are our militia commander. Apologies for the knuckle cracks there. Pardon me. Oh, I see. So the demo's not really the intro of the game. That makes sense. Any chance of requesting a dwarfing? Certainly there is, Firehawk, certainly. Let's go back to Dwarf Therapist, just quickly. Firehawk, we'll pick you someone out. If anyone else wants one now... Oh, hang on, I'm covering the chat up. If anyone else wants one, jump in quick now, let me know, and we'll change them up. I'll sort them by has nickname. Oh, they already are. We have 6 people free, and 8 people already with nicknames. I'll just take them out of the list. We have nobody really worth writing home to about military skills. Let's go to their labours. We have a wax worker, a ranger, a miner, a peasant, a miller, and a woodworker. All very exciting vocations, I'm sure you'll agree, but what do you fancy? What do you fancy? Huh? Huh? I'll tell you what, maybe I'll choose randomly, because there's a delay between me speaking and chat responding. I mean, it's not a huge delay, but it's enough to... Ah, woodworker, woodworker. Okay, we've already had a response. Bum, where's the woodworker gone? Here you go. Is that him? Miller. Wood cutting. Wood crafting. We don't have anyone with woodworking at the moment, so... do we have an actual carpenter, though? I think the carpenter's already gone. Why do birds suddenly appear? Yes, Sanctoon got the carpenter, so unfortunately not available. Not available. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu classes, Osmo. Oh my god. Your fine motor skills aren't good enough. That's a bit rude, isn't it? Couldn't they just say, you know, well, we'll just be gentle with this lad and work him up to it? Oh well. Vukar, you want Vukar. Here you go. Vukar is yours. Set nickname Phyre. That's right, isn't it? Firehawk. Hawk. Unless it's Firihawk, and I've been pronouncing it wrong, but I don't think so. There we go. Committed. The name is there. Forevermore. Well, at least until the dwarf dies, which is highly likely to occur during gameplay. So, do I want a sheriff yet? I do not want a sheriff yet. Do I want a hammerer yet? No, I don't think we've got enough people to worry about a justice system quite yet. Managers. Do we have anybody with any skills for management? No. So it kind of makes sense to pick someone and bung them in the job to get them trained up, right? Because we want a manager. It's getting... I mean, not having a manager... I got so used to it in the last few fortresses that it's now a major issue if I don't have one. One of the reasons you joined the class. That's a tragedy, man. Maybe you should try something like... Why not go for a full-blown, like, way out there version? You know that guy who makes tiny sculptures? Like, he sculpts things in the eye of a needle. Or he does the tip of a pencil and carves it into a sculpture. Give that a go. If you find motor skills are lacking, practicing that will be either an exercise in pure, unabated frustration, or a good way to develop your skills. Do let me know. Do let me know. Sorry, where was I? Medical dwarf, we don't have anyone with the skills for that, and I don't think it's worth sticking someone in right now, because they're not going to get a chance to train up. So we'll just keep an eye out and see if anyone turns up who's any good. Do we want a bookkeeper? Has anyone got any skills for bookkeeping? No, again. So, let's just quickly... Sorry to keep dicking back and forth between here and Dwarf Therapist. Let's just go back there and see who we've got who might be a good bookkeeper. Other skills. Here we go. Organiser, appraiser, record keeper. That's a bookkeeper, right? Nobody has any of those skills. Okay, let's just go to labours and check who's not vital for anything else. So, obviously, Firehawk's not going to do anything other than carpentry, bowing and woodcutting, because he's bloody good at it. These chaps are all bad. Actually, if I sort them... Where's the sorting thing? Blah! Has nickname. Occupation, profession... Total skill levels. Who's our least skilled person? That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Here we go. Asen and Udib. Not named. We've got a waxworker and a miller. Neither of those professions are of any value in our fortress. So, let's get Asen... Actually, maybe we should look at her personality just for a second first. That could be a problem. Does not easily fall in love. Never feels discouraged. Has a calm demeanour.
desires little in the way of possessions, feels strong urges and seeks short-term rewards, likes to brawl, has a noticeable lack of perseverance, relies on the advice of others during decision-making, is very humble, generally acts impartially, and is rarely moved to mercy, is swayed by emotional appeals, is assertive, has an active imagination. Okay, you know what? Whatever. Asen Al-Bulam, you're going in, and you are going to be our bookkeeper, isn't it? Is that what I'm choosing? Yes, I'm just setting this on the other screen. No point going back, because we're going to have to look. There we go. Asen, the waxworker, is now a bookkeeper, and our manager can be Udib Das Totemol. Udib Das Totemol. Where are you now? Let me find you on the other screen. I'll head back so you can see it. Udib Das Totemol. He wants to be the... Oh, Figgins. Don't know what went wrong there. Okay. Now we're back. We want a manager, that's it. And it's Udib Das Totemol. There we go. The miller. Not anymore. So they both require an office. So we'll need to get some tables and chairs knocked up for that. And some doors. But I think they're being made... No, they're not being made on Loop, are they? I haven't got a carpenter's place anymore. Anyway, we've got our militia commander. Time to assign him a barracks, which will be this room. It's a barracks already. Let's assign the location. Is that how it works? No, that's the wrong kind of thing. That's for taverns and what's it called? Like a church? Temples, that's the word. Do I assign it here? No, I don't. We need to go into the military screen. So, first of all, we go to create squad because we need one, and we're going to go for no uniform for now because, well, I mean, don't have anything for them to wear, so it doesn't make any sense. So, the laborious castles, led by Mr. Mex, are now an extant military force, so hopefully they'll be a bit useful for us, won't they? They probably won't, but hopefully they will be. Maybe they'll be able to get rid of that troll. Wouldn't that be nice? I miss when you could get swole bookkeepers. How does a bookkeeper get swole? Big books? Carrying around big books and pens? Ledger lifting. Ledger pressing. Power ledgering. There's lots of things you can do. Scribmus Gaines. That's a good name for a bodybuilding writer, isn't it? Anyway, enough of this nonsense. Let's have a look at a little bit more that we can do. Where's their schedule? So we don't want them training all the time. That's that way madness lies. We're going to do on and off. So we're going to cancel the order. Which month are we in? Limestone. So we're going to cancel this month. Bang. And then every other month we are going to cancel the order. And we're also going to come to... Where is it? How do we change the number of people who can engage in the whole thing? It's... E, edit order. There we go. Is that right? E, there's no scheduled order there. So E, train, minimum soldiers, 1, because we only have one. Shift enter, bang, and then we can copy. And is it P for paste? It is P for paste, he says. That's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It is pasting. We just can't tell because it's already saying the same thing. Oh, there's a bit of blue text changing down the bottom. I see it now. Cool. So, that's the military setup. Let's let him get into his new quarters and settle down, and then we'll see what happens. Muay, I am not sure that seems like the safest of martial arts. Of all of the ones I've heard of and know anything about, the jiu-jitsus and all the sort of like grabby, throwy, rolly, choky ones seem safer to practice than the pa-pow, pa-pow, yo, wah kind of ones. Not that those are actually, you know, technical classifications of martial arts, they're just sounds. But then again, aren't all words? Are there any words that are not pronounced that exist purely in a written form? And if so, what are they called? Hit the wikis, my friends, I need to know. I can't do it, I'm playing this game and trying to keep a conversation going. Well, I say a conversation, it's more of a monologue. Unpause the action, there we go. And finally, only 30 minutes into the stream, 19 minutes into the recording, and everything gets going. Amazing. Fantastic. Punchy martial arts are way safer to train than grappling ones. Really? You're at way higher risk of twisting the wrong way or breaking an arm or something with grappling. I suppose.
I mean, what do I know? I did one karate lesson when I was 6 years old, and I cried all the way through it and never went back because it turns out I just hate being in social situations. I know. It just wouldn't work. So everything's ticking along nicely. Holy shit! That troll who lingered has stopped lingering and decided it is time to head up. So, what do we do here? I can take the option of sending purely my military, my one-man military, into the breach and getting them to try and kill the troll. However, Mr. Mex probably deserves a little bit more respect and shouldn't be sent in alone. So, maybe we do... I know it's early, and I know a troll is an unusual thing to do it on, but maybe we should engage the Cryptbeards rush. I feel like it's the only strategy that's obviously available to me. And maybe I should... I don't know. You say that, but I think... I'm sorry, just to get back onto Scientific Hooligans' comments in chat about martial arts training and such, I would have thought even fairly light, repeated light blows to the head, if you do that. I mean, maybe training doesn't involve that, but they can be quite damaging. I believe I've lost about 10% of my intellect just through headbanging in the 90s and early 2000s. But I did have a swole neck at one point. Let me just have another drink of this coffee. And we'll make our decision. I think it's going to have to be a Cryptbeards rush. We just don't... Ah! No. I remember somebody else had a good point to make. They said last time, why don't you just lure it over towards the caravan guards? Which is a good point. I mean, they're equipped for fighting. So... Just leave the troll there, says Scientific Hooligan. Oh my goodness. No point in getting ourselves killed. Alright, then we won't aggro it. Are they not aggressive? It did smash through doors to get into the fortress, so... Okay, let's resume and see what happens. I will take the advice of chat. I mean, I'm very suggestible when it comes to Dwarf Fortress. If you've got any ideas you want to see implemented or something you want to see me try, just pipe up. Let me know. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, I'm far too lazy to hunt you down and kill you over something so trivial. So, I mean, it's all good, right? It's all good, right? Wibble wobble, says his voice. Okay, the troll does seem to be lingering and just sitting there. Doesn't seem to want to fight anybody, so we'll just leave it there for now. I'm going to click these doors and I'm going to set them as... Oh, they're external doors. We want to keep them as external doors. Fine, we'll leave that. No mucking around. You can wall over the doors and lock it in until you're ready. That's true. Let me just pause the action again then, quickly. Because, excuse me. Oh my goodness. How crude. Let me just scroll down. I want to check I'm not walling any dwarves in. Because that would be awkward. Hey, has anybody seen Urist? Who? Urist. You know, the dwarf who used to live here. Oh, no. But I have been hearing some banging and scratching from behind the walls, so... Right, let's do a quick build then. This isn't the kind of building we do. It's designating, isn't it, for walls? Is it? Up, downstairs, channel, engraved stone, carved track? No, it is B. Alright then. B, W? That's a wall grate. Oh, that's capital W. What's a... Let me press W just to find out. Nope, that's a workshop. Is it D? Designate? No. Okay, I'm in trouble. I'm going to need some help finding the correct controls. Okay, hello Lieutenant Hopper, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Trying to figure out how to build walls again after not playing since September, and it's now January. It must be B, right? B. Floodgate, vertical walls, statue, bridge well, cage restraint, machine components, walls. There we go. Capital C, of course. What letter in the alphabet is more evocative of the notion of construction than C? It all makes such sense now. Okay, so we want to make this wider with H, or is it K? It's K. I'll make it that long. We'll bang it here, and we will make it out of, for the sake of quickness, marble blocks, shall we? Why not? A little marble block wall never hurt anybody, unless it collapsed on them. In which case, you know, they can hurt people. Right, okay, let's hope the troll doesn't hear the tink-tink of dwarven construction and come out to investigate, because that would be a problem. A serious problem. I mean, we could actually even, like, just dig a whole second shaft down into the cavern layers with the correct amount of cavern baffles and then not have to worry so much. Oh, what was that? Marble door destroyed by troll. Get that frickin' wall built, people. Oh, something happened. Firehawk made a masterwork spiked wooden ball. Well done. And we're out of logs. Oh, shit. Okay. Who was that? Firehawk getting chased by the troll, but the troll is now on the surface and out, so... Okay. Oh, Hema's an all-in hobby. You don't casually get into Hema. I mean, you get into Hema, you grow a beard, you develop a wardrobe of increasingly expensive items of clothing at a lower and lower level of technology-made construction, and then eventually you realise one day that you're just completely lost in the past and end up just going to become a gladiator somewhere in ancient Rome. That's probably a bit of a stretch, to be honest. Let's get this thing back on track. Now, the troll appears to be wandering away and not too interested, so if it goes off the edge of the screen, fucking bangarang. We'll be great for that, won't we? Happy as Larry, as they say. Let's unpause it and see what happens. Where's he going? Of course he's not fucking off. Okay, there's only one solution. The Cryptbeards rush. Engage! Cryptbeards rush. Here it comes. So we're going to go to the military screen. We're going to create a... How many people have we got in the fortress? Let me just quickly get the tally from Dwarf Therapist. 14 dwarves. And how many dwarves can go in a squad? 10. Arse candles. Okay, we'll just fill this one up. No problem. So, who's going in slot 2? What's happening here? There we go. We're getting there. So, Svankinson. In you go. Sanctum, Science, Vehement, Eucocitrus, Udib, Thob, Firehawk, and Filthy. You're all going in. And we're going to create a new squad. No uniform. Bang. The Helmed Guilds. And this is going to contain... Who have we got here? Iden. Who's next? Dakrost. Hang on. What's going on? Aeson. Good. And then is Rando the only one who's somehow not made it into the Boreas Helms? No, he's not in there, is he? Look at that. Cheeky little draft dodger. Okay, in he goes. Just because you're the leader. Excuse me. Hang on, are all these guys? Svankinson's in the Laborious Castles, isn't he? Yes, yes. Okay, we're good. We're good. I think everybody is now drafted. And we can then say... oh, Christ. What is it to attack? Set up and attack. S? Yes. Oh, it's all coming flooding back to me. A and B. So 14 dwarves, unarmed and brave, will now sally forth to attack our trollish enemy. I mean, I could make them assemble first, couldn't I? That makes sense, doesn't it? Let's do that. M for move. Put them here in the doorway. Bang. Unpause. Okay, so where's the shit off sight of the troll? It just scuttled down to the left and it's... I can't see it. Maybe it's gone up this hillside. Hello? Hello? Troll? Woohoo! Where are you? Trolley? Okay, we're gonna have to go to the Z animals. What is it? No, this isn't the right one, is it? It's O. Is it O? God damn it! How do I find the list of people in the fortress? Not V. Hello, Telia. Welcome back to the stream. Thanks for joining us again. Sorry, I nearly missed you going off the top of the chat there. I'd better... Oh, I did miss your first few comments on the chat. How rude of me. What a bastard. I tell you what, have you seen the Duel of Nations? I think it's called that. It's like a sports Hema thing, where they sort of like rush each other and fight. It's a bit berserk, and, you know, you see some nutters in it. But, you know, interesting stuff nonetheless. Anyway, where was I going? We need to find little key that will give me the status that I need. It must be status. It must be Z, right? Z. Kitchen stone stocks. No, it's not Z. Oh boy. Here we go. We found our first major hurdle. It's not nobles and administrators. It's definitely in here somewhere. Squads, job list, designations, unit list. Reports. No, it's not reports, is it? Announcements? Huh. Absolutely flummoxed. Yeah, there seems to be quite a substantial Russian contingent involved in the whole thing. But I saw there was a UK team, American team playing in the sort of like the main sort of like global event. So fairly inclusive by the looks of things. She. Where's my doodahs? I'm sure it's from this screen, isn't it? Where you find the thingies. Crap in a box. Where is it? It's not military, it's not squad. The chat goes on. Everyone's quite happy. They're like, he can't play the game. Just ignore him. We'll talk about other stuff. Which is fine, of course. I am so flummoxed. It's got to be in here, right? Animals. Creature. Domesticated. How do you find the ones that aren't? Brain freeze! There's definitely a... Is it stocks? It's not stocks. It's not kitchen. It's definitely not stone, is it? Oh shit, no, that doesn't sound like fun, standing between the Russian and Ukrainian team. There might be a little bit of bellicosity there. Who knows, though? Who knows? You find often in these kind of niche hobby communities, even, people are drawn to each other through love of something mutual. And regardless of, people's religious, ethnic or national identities, they get on anyway because they have a common point of interest which kind of overrides other stuff that might otherwise piss them off. Also, as I said, anyone who gets into HEMA and gets into it in any reasonable regard has absolutely fuck all time or money to think or do anything else. So, it's a pretty expensive hobby. So, they're probably like, what do you mean there's beef between our nations? Why? Okay, we're going to unpause for a second to see if I can spot the troll, because apparently finding the list that it lives on... Carpenter's Workshop! It's right there! It's in the hall! Okay, squads, everybody, it's time to attack. I shouldn't have tried to gather them all together. Okay, kill creature from list, and troll is D. Brilliant. Okay, and give order. Okay, the order's given. Unfortunately, someone's standing right next to it on their own, so they're going to be rushing in alone, but never mind. Let's see what happens. Let's get that Cryptbeards rush going. The Cryptbeards rush. What can I say? Has it ever failed me? Is there anybody in who's actually watched all of these series? Has the Cryptbeards rush ever been inadequate to the situation? I mean, sure, we've lost people before, but it's not like we've ever been defeated from a combat where a Cryptbeards rush has been used. Is it? Or maybe. We must have met something that hard. We probably had a forgotten beast tear through a fort or two. Okay, well now we can disband all of this. We don't need these lads anymore. So let's cancel the orders. How does one do such a thing? Cancel orders. A, B... Huh? A? O? Okay, they haven't got any orders because they've killed the troll. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go back to the military screen and get these lads out of the army. Time for a demobbing! There we go. And everyone but Mr. Mex needs to leave. So... Bomb, ba-bum, bomb, bomb, ba-bum, bum, 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 bum. Everyone got a teeny weeny bit of experience in the military arts. But to be honest, actually I could just disband this whole group. Disband squad. Goodbye, helmed guilds. Goodbye. Bang! Cool. So we're back to where we were. Although without a carpenter's workshop. And also, we should quickly go over to Dwarf Therapist and check the wound situation. Let's just check to see if anyone's dead. So we'll read. We had 14, still got 14. Fantastic. Health, let's not sort by total skill levels anymore. Let's sort by nothing. And, well, Udib got a bruise. He got bruises on his feet and legs. Well, his left foot and leg. So, that's nice, isn't it? Everyone got out fairly unscathed. Just a bit of bruising. Who would have thought a troll would be so inconsequential? And now we need to remove these buildings. Oh, it's all good. Bang. Escape. Hang on. Let me just click on that one. Marble block pillar. Oh, we need to do the deconstruction, don't we? What's deconstruct? We'll get there. We'll get there. Remove construction N. There we go. And we want it there. Good. Good. Excellent news. We're well on the way. Oh, hang on a minute. I didn't take you back over to Dwarf Fortress, did I? What a tit. There we go. Suffice to say, I was just cancelling the wall being built and getting rid of it. Apologies for that. Combat logs. That's a very good point. Is it A? Or is it R? It's R. There we go. So, let's take a look. We'll find the troll and see what happened. Oh dear, 2 pages. He didn't last long. He didn't last long. The manager bites the troll in the right lower arm. Hang on. Tearing the fat. The troll attacks the manager, but he jumps away. The manager punches the troll in the left lower leg with his right hand, bruising the muscle. The manager attacks the troll, but she jumps away. The manager punches the troll in the left upper arm with his left hand. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get down and find something exciting. Punching the manager in the face, bruising the muscle, which didn't actually last very long because they were healed by the end of the battle. Interesting. The manager gets a few punches in, kicks the manager in the left foot. That's where we get the bruising. The troll is having trouble breathing. What happened here? The manager punches the troll in the upper body with his right hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the right lung. Is it just me? Or are trolls in Dwarf Fortress not what I'm imagining? Because when I think of a troll, I'm thinking in the sort of Warhammer, Lord of the Rings kind of a large creature, a dangerous, strong, it's kind of a giant thing, right? Or, you know, something like that. Not something that you punch in the chest and it goes, I can't breathe anymore. The Swords Dwarf kicks the troll in the third finger, right hand, with her left foot, and the injured part explodes into gore. Kicked in the fingers. Ouch. Imagine that was on a cold day. It's bad enough to bash your fingers on a cold day or even trap them in something, but imagine having your fingers kicked so hard. Oh, sorry, the third finger. Let's all just look at our third fingers here. Does that include the thumb? Is that your sweary finger, or is it the one next to your little finger? Huh. Intriguing. Intriguing. I'm sorry, I note now that you were saying about being left on the one of their caravan guards. What? Oh, I thought we'd actually got somewhere. Let's get on the bottom. The troll gives into pain. Swords Dwarf stabs the troll with the upper leg. Oh yeah. Oh well. Never mind, it was all very exciting. Tearing tendons in the skull and all that. Troll giving into pain, blah blah blah. I mean, usually the punching goes quite well with a bit of swording. You know, they complement each other quite nicely. One knocks the creature out and the other one cuts it up, which are 2 very important things to do when attempting to kill something, I think. What am I talking about? Oh, is the audio going funny for telly? Oh, that's terrible. Ah, Vehemat, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Anyone who was wondering about the intros I was talking about earlier, I'm pretty sure Vehemat's going to do his in a second because it's one of the better ones. So, you know, feel free, Vehemat, feel free. Maybe the manager is a secret JoJo? What's a JoJo? Are we talking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or are we talking some kind of... I'm worried now. When I see a word I don't know in chat, I'm like, is this an undiscovered racial epithet? Have I just stumbled into fiery territory? Hot territory. Let's build a workshop. Actually, before I do build the workshop up here, let's go down here. Is there room to build the carpenter's workshop? Not yet. We can do with that one for now. Let's just get back up to the surface, unpause and let the game run for a bit. Because frankly, if we don't, nothing is going to happen. And, you know, you're just going to be sitting here listening to me rant on for hours on end, which, you know, some people like. But I'm fairly sure it's not what most of the new people are coming here for. They're going to be going, oh, Dwarf Fortress, you say? Well, if you're playing it, why not? Excuse me, burping while I'm trying to do my louche voice. How very silly of me. Third finger is the ring finger. Nope. Don't. Which one's that? Right, okay. Fingers I know. Thumb, index, middle, and little. That kind of only leaves one left, doesn't it? Thinking about it. So it's got to be that finger. It's got to be. It's got to be. Sure. Second finger is sweaty finger. Oh my. Sweary finger. Okay. I thought for a second, I was like, where's this going? I think we're heading towards the pink place. That's unusual. Normally it's the dark or the brown place we go to first in the stream, but today we've stuck our digits out and gone to the pink place. The pink place? The pink place. Good God. Can't even speak anymore. So, let's have a look at the progress of our miners, see if we're getting anywhere. They're obviously not there. Nothing going on down here. What are the miners doing exactly, huh? What are you guys up to? Have we made this a dining room yet? Let's check all the tables, make sure none of them are triggering it. No, I haven't even made it a dining room. Bang. Here we go. Bosh, there we go. Is it a meeting hall? Of course it's a meeting hall. And then... Bing. Dining hall. Have we got any chairs? B, C. At least I need to know how to do that. No, but if we go to our mason, possibly called Perry, he's building doors. Let's add thrones to that list. Because, you know, much as we've run out of wood, we ain't going to run out of stone anytime soon, are we? I mean, the idea that we're going to run out of stone is fairly laughable. We're going to designate some trees to be cut now. Let's take these ones here in the rubbish stockpile, because, I mean, why not? They're in the rubbish stockpile, we may as well get them out of the way. And let's take a couple of these ones out near the entrance. Any more trees to be felled? To be lumberjacked? No? Yes, there's a few around here we can pick up. That should probably be enough to keep us in wood for a while. And unpause the action again. Oh, I've paused it rather than unpausing it. Congratulations, scoundrel. You're a bit of a tit. Thumb isn't a finger. Adolescent trolls are smaller than adult dwarves. Adult trolls are 4 times bigger than dwarves. Oh, okay, so I presume... I've not actually seen... I've only seen like fragments of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, by the way, Scientific Hooligan, so memes may well fly over my head. Why in the name of giddy goblins is this left on the floor? Why is the troll mangled corpse being left behind? We haven't got a corpse stockpile. That's why. Let's do a P. Corpses. Y. Bingo bango. Going to put a little corpse stockpile out here. Not going to make it too big. Because frankly, most of our dwarves, we want to get them in coffins as quick as we can. We've got the coffins made. Whoa. So a hornblende door was destroyed by a troll, which means there's a troll somewhere down here who has, there we go, yep, smashed up a door. Okay, wall back in place, please. B, C, W. Oh, fucking menu. C, W. Nope. B. No, capital C, W, idiot. That's vertical bars. Why is it not working? C. There we go, wall. Oh, hey, only took me 10 minutes. Let's make that nice little wall again. Bung it over here and not have any truck with this trollish nonsense. There we go. We'll make it out of mob blocks again. Bang. Guys, get on it. Build. Dwarven builders. No? Okay, he's... Oh, look at him go! He's in the friggin' fort... Ah, look at that. Yes, the caravan guards have got it under control. Beautiful. We're not going to take that wall down this time, though. We're going to leave that up and in place until we've got some kind of force strong enough to deal with yon trollishness. Okay, so that's in place. That's probably going to get built fairly rapidly. Bloody well better, because we seem to have a serious troll problem. And then it's going to be cage traps all the way, because I do love my cage traps. Oh, I really, truly do. Really, truly, doly. So, yeah, we can build our carpenter's workshop in a second. Once they've dug out these little squares here. Oh, the merchants have gone. Uh-oh. Is that okay? Oh, it's not okay. They can't get out because I've built a wall. Oh, piss flaps. D, remove construction. What a fucking gibbon. There we go. So, now, build capital wall. Are gibbons particularly unintelligent creatures? I'm not entirely sure they are. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm an idiot. Okay, we've got to make it out of slate, apparently. Wall again. Let me put one in there. Bang. Fine, we're done. Good. Let's let these guys escape, otherwise they're going to get more and more irate. Which is not something we want, because we want traders to come back, see? That's what we want. Maybe I should build some wheelbarrows once the carpentry's done. That seems like a good idea. Come on, get this out of the way. Get it out of the way. Diggy diggy. Well, deconstructy, deconstructy. The miners aren't about, are they? They're leaving this. Ah, dear. Have I haven't done any of the bedrooms, have I? Not even with doors. Let's try and put some doors on, see if we've got any doors. Yes, we have doors. Oh, one of them has got a door on. Oh, and we have what I believe could be called a shitload of doors. Not, of course, an arseload of doors or a buttload of doors, because we've been down this road before, and we've all agreed that it's not a useful metric for measurement. An anus or a rectum is just too awkward to use for measuring things out, especially large solid objects like doors. So, I mean, let's just use, you know, a unit count. Let's just say how many doors we have. Makes much more sense, doesn't it? I mean, or we could use weight. Gibbons aren't monkeys. They are apes. I suppose that's true, isn't it? Yeah. I didn't think of that. That's right. Gibbons are awful. Okay, well that was the more to the point opinion. Let's get these beds in then. How many beds have we got? A few. We're all good. Once the doors are in, we can make excuse me, we can make these bedrooms and people can have some lovely sleeps. Lovely, lovely sleeps. Okay, back down to the workshops. Come on, my dwarven builders and diggers and all that jazz. Get going. Where's my diggers at? That's my dwarves in there. Excuse me. Probably shouldn't play with fire by doing DMX memes. Goodbye, traders. See you next year, maybe. Do bring your sword-wielding guards again. That was a very lovely little bit of free defence. Oh, you fuck-witted twit! I don't know why I called him a fuckwit and then like choked on another swear word. But there we go. Okay, fair enough. Designate, remove construction. There we go. Bingo, remove the construction. Come out of the doorway and then build the friggin'... Oh, more dwarves, and they've turned up at the top of the mountain as well. Look, here they come. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello, Nuka Citrus. Welcome to the... Oh, blimey, 21 people in a raid. Thank you very much. Actual metaphorical migrants in chat, as well as actual proper dwarven migrants. Very nice. And Nunchaku Chaku's here as well. Welcome back. I'd better take a quick scroll up the chat to make sure I haven't missed anybody. No, we're all good. I've kept up with everybody. Welcome to the newbies, by the way. Thanks for joining us. Let's go down to the bottom here and see what's going on. Hello, something's panicking and running. What is that? A naked mole dog. Okay. How is that similar to a naked mole rat? Just bigger? I don't know. A named chick? Oh dear. Okay. We've got pets turning up. That could be a burden, but we'll see. If I go down to the... Here we go. They're all heading down here to report in. Pause. Let's go over to Dwarf Therapist and see who our new arrivals are. So, read... And who have we got? Let's sort by migration wave, just to make it nice and obvious. There's migration wave. Here's our original 7. Goodbye. Here's the next migration wave, 7, and this time we've had 11 turn up. I'm just going to quickly unpause Dwarf Fortress for a second. Give it 10 seconds, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause. Then I go back to Dwarf Therapist, and I'm just going to do a read. Got 24 and 1. 24 and 1. They've stopped coming. It's no problem. So, let's have a look and see at their labours. See what we can do with these people. We have another carpenter. He's not as good as either of our current carpenters, so he can languish unemployed. What else we got? Peasant. What are you? Farmer, fishery worker, ranger, carpenter, weaponsmith, farmer. Good, we need more farmers. Ranger, fish dissector, child, and tanner. Good. Good to see professional children. getting their careers underway. So, have we got any neatly plugged holes? Actually, probably a good idea to check the military screen to see if anyone's... Oh, Erith. Erith Athelsazir. You are a competent axe dwarf. Whoa, you're in the army now. Good, let's put him in there. Dakost's got 5 kills. What's he killed? Oh, 5 chinchillas. Okay, sounds less impressive when you put it that way. Oh, what's this? A swords dwarf. Oh. Rith and Erith. Rith and Erith. Let's have a little look-see at your other skills. What are we losing if we put you in the army? Nothing and nothing. Beautiful. So Rith and Erith can both go into the military. And before I forget about it, we're doing it now. Let's go back to the fort. Press the military button. Military button. Military button. There we go. And now the laborious castles can have... Where are they? Rith it was, wasn't it? Rith Amkonos, the fish dissector. And who was the other one? Just bear with me. I'm just going to go and refer back to therapist. It was Erith. Okay, Erith. Erith, where are you? Just in case there's people watching who are looking at that name going, it's Erith, stop saying Erith. I live within reasonable distance of a place called Erith, spelt exactly the same way, so it just makes sense for me to pronounce it that way. Otherwise it's going to jangle in my mind and it's going to derail the stream, okay? You understand what I'm saying here? Doxed myself. Fuck. Never mind. Right, let's... I don't live in Erith. Heavens above. Right, let's unpause again and see what's happening. Oh yeah, of course, repause. We were actually looking at the new migrants, weren't we? Back over to Dwarf Therapist we go. Ding dong. Hello, the boy with a thing. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. Have I missed anyone else? I apologise. If I'm missing people in chats, Yitzhak, for example, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I do apologise, but I will return to the stream and check. I get a bit distracted sometimes. Oh, if you haven't seen me. Hello, this is my face. I have like a whole face. It's great. Anyway, let's get rid of that. It's distracting. Very distracting face. Let's see if we've got anyone of worth putting into a particular position. No. Mining, carpentry. Do we have... We need to set some mechanics up. We were going to need a mechanic imminently. So let's take... the farmer can keep farming. Farming is useful. Has he actually got the farming skill? No, he's a farmer but has no skill at it. He's only good at plant gathering. Whatever. Let's have a quick look at... we don't have anyone fishing. So id as a fishery worker is a bit of a redundant position. So we're going to give you mechanics. As yet no workshop, but we're going to get one built as soon as we can. We've only got to dig another room out and there'll be a mechanics workshop on its way. What else can we do? Let's commit these changes before I accidentally lose them all. What skills do we need? You know what? I think we're good. Might make sense to have a butcher come in. Oh, someone's already got a butchery skill. The farmer. Okay, maybe we take the actual farming skill off. Oh, we've got 2 farmers. Okay, well you're our butcher now. Let's get a butchery in place. Shall I? Bear with me while I go back to the fortress. Hey. Yeah. Dwarf Fortress has been going for quite some time now. It's been going for... Oh, I played Dwarf Fortress before I met my girlfriend, and that was 13 years ago, coming on 14 years ago. So... Oh no, it's just turned 13 years ago this year. So yeah, very exciting. It's an oldie, but a goodie. A very goodie game. And it does, yes, the boy with the thing, it does remind me of a BBS game. It has that very ASCII aesthetic. Very ASCII aesthetic. And RimWorld is similar. I do also play RimWorld every now and again, but the thing about Dwarf Fortress is you play Dwarf Fortress and your view count doubles. So I enjoy Dwarf Fortress. I enjoy my view count doubling, so, you know, it feels pretty good. It seems to work. There's what they like to call in the business community a synergy, just before you punch them. Right, so we're building a butcher's workshop. Butcher's Workshop. Where does the Butcher's Workshop go? It's in Workshops, W, and the Boucher uses U as a designative key. So, click that, put it here. I don't know how the animals being slaughtered in the presence of all the other food work is going to affect the dwarves. I mean, I wouldn't put it past the game makers to have modelled some form of disease issues, but you know what? Fuck it. We are going to end up rebuilding all of our fortress in the end anyway, so it's kind of okay to just put stuff in, you know, random scrappy places to start with. He says, fully aware that that may not actually happen if everyone dies, but whatever, innit, whatever. Let's resume. We've pretty much got all our migrants sorted. Oh, hello. Cancels hunt, no ammunition. Let me just quickly check the combat logs and make sure. Oh! Shitstorms. Oh, no, that was the one that came out and got killed by the guard. We're fine. No need to panic. That's not the current combat. Don't worry, everybody. I do wish they didn't have the combat sound effect for hunting, though. It's a little bit worrying. Okay. Naked mole dog. Oh, someone. Oh, okay, so the naked mole dog's disturbing people. Hello, is that blood down there? Well, pause. What's this here? Stone floor. A spattering of naked mole rat blood. And in the farms! Oh, the naked mole rats are causing all sorts of blood-based mayhem. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. DF... Osmosis, I note you're pointing out the single-player version of Dwarf Fortress, which is an adventure mode, and I, so far, have yet to get even a vague grasp of the game. I like Fortress mode. I love Fortress mode, in fact. It's one of my favourite games of all time. But the adventure mode just baffled me. I wasn't sure what I was doing, and for some reason, even though you're presented with the complex world in a deeper, more sort of substantially interactive manner, the fortress just feels more alive and real to me. I don't know what that is, but it's just the feeling I get. Hello, Private Jack. Welcome back to the stream. Is there a a mod, that lets you hire out dwarves as mercenaries? I don't know. You can send people out on sorties and expeditions and stuff, and I think you can hire people into your fortress who come to visit, but I'm not sure if you can hire out mercenaries. It's probably something in the pipeline to do, but I don't know. Maybe not. Of course, I'm not involved in any way in the development of this game, so I know as much as anybody who reads the blog or the forums. In fact, less, because I don't do it that often. I do it every now and again, but it's kind of like usually just before I start streaming after a few months of having a pause. So, what am I doing? I got very distracted there by chat. Very distracted. Oh, dearie me. Did I say welcome to Private Jack? Well, welcome now if I didn't. Let's unpause the action. And let things just carry on. The naked mole rats or mole dogs are not going to be a big issue. We'll just let them run around. People will beat them to death as necessary. It's going to be great. Why are my miners not digging where I want them to? You know what? There's a simple solution to this that I just didn't think of. Let's go to D for designate, D for mine, and then we'll set the priority to priority number 1, please. And then we'll just go bosh. Actually, let's just do this whole bit here, and bang, we should end up with some pretty spectacular mining, actually. Oh yeah, look at it, he's off. He's down there, he's doing it. He's taking all of his, opportunities to actually dig out the dirt. Not this dirt, this is, what is it? Dacite, or dacite. And this is phyllite. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Hey, Mr. Mex, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Ah, it's lovely. You're the, what did I make you? So I've got to go to the noble screen. You are the militia commander. How beautiful is that? And now we have the opportunity to build a carpenter's workshop. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are... Copyright strike. Let's build it out of... What do I want to build it out of? Let's build it out of marble blocks. We've got a few of those. It'll get it built marginally quicker, I think, so it seems like the obvious choice. Can I get out of these menus? There we go, we're out of the menus. It's all good. It's all good. Ah, dear. Oh, what's that? Spear Dwarf is visiting. Oh. Are you now? Well, why? We don't have a tavern to attract you, and I can't think of a single reason for you to turn up. little dickens. Right, let's redo the designation now so this room here gets dug out quicker. We've still got it on priority 1 designation, so I'm going to really painstakingly and annoyingly freehand fill these designations in, because that's the kind of idiot I am, because for some reason I just ignore the box select. Yay, me. That's it. We'll go to priority 2 to do this room down here, except this one I'll use a little bit of efficiency. Dwarven efficiency. My favourite variety of efficiency, just in case anyone was wondering. My second favourite being Japanese efficiency, and my third, German. Oh, the stereotypes, they come thick and fast. Then once we've done that, we can take these back storerooms to be priority 3, as they say in France, or 3 in Germany. Is it san in Japan? I think it is. Ichi san yo? Oh, I can't remember. I can't count in fucking Japanese. What do you want from me? Suddenly to become some kind of polymath? Well, you're flat out of luck. Why am I so angry about that? Build doors. Do we have any doors? Yes, we do. And as such, we can now begin to create offices for our various young fellas and fellaresses. What's the female version of fella? Is there one? Apparently, in Jamaica, fella is like a slang word for girlfriend, which totally blew me. I only know that because when I was in school, there was a song where a guy sang, what were the lyrics? Zim Zimmer, who got the keys to my bimmer? How can I make love to my fella in a rush? Pass me the keys to my truck. If I'm remembering those lyrics correctly. And while I was on a biology field trip, probably in about 97, 98, I had it explained to me by someone who was into that kind of music. And I, fair play. I mean, whatever. Language is fun. It's good. It's very good language. I mean, it allows us to do all sorts of stuff that we wouldn't do otherwise. Maybe, I don't know, maybe other creatures have language and it just feels like more of a benefit than it is. Mind you. Whoa, what's going on here? Fish dissector. Oh, a fey mood, you say? Well, in that case, allow me to follow you, Rith. Rith, speech brass. Follow and unpause. Do we have the kind of workshop he wants? I mean, he's heading somewhere with... no, he's gone to a thing. What's he saying? Competence. Can I look at the... I know it's cheeky, but can I look at the mood in therapist and figure out what he wants? Current job, plant mood, crafter. Plant mood? What the fuck is a plant mood? I feel very piney today. No, somewhat daffodil. Drops a filler. That's a fly, not a flat. Why have I suddenly started talking about flies? Sorry, I'm over indoor therapist, by the way, as well, just in case you were wondering. And now, after having that little diversion, that little tangent, I've forgotten what I was doing. Oh yeah, the mood. Moody, moody, moody. Here we have the mood, and it doesn't really tell us what he wants to do, does it now? Let's go and look at what he's saying, because usually he mutters about what he wants, doesn't he? I mean, maybe as a fish dissector? Miscellaneous, the Proncle of Luthrum? What the hell is this? Hello? Hello, whoa. Dance? I don't know what that is. We'll find out another time. Living ovens? Polymath? Oh, a polymath is someone who's has a broad array of subjects that they are not expert in, but at least competent in. People often call Stephen Fry a polymath, I think. I mean, he's not the best example. Someone like fucking Leonardo da Vinci would be a much better example, actually, thinking about it. A polyglot speaks a lot of languages, but a polymath has a lot of skills. I think that's... Polyglot specifically is about language, whereas a polymath can also be a polyglot, etc., etc. Anyway, where were we? We're getting a little bit confused. He wants some devil's lettuce. Oh my. He wants the old jazz cigarillos. Oh me, oh my. Well, I can't grow that in the amount of time we have available, so he's pretty stuffed. But in the possibility, in the hope that it's not what he wants, let's build ourselves some workshops and see what he goes for. B, a W. I think a crafts dwarf workshop is the most likely. It seems like most moods are easily fulfilled by a crafts dwarf workshop. And just to get it built, we're going to put it on the other side of that wall and build it from marble blocks, if I've got any left. Marble blocks. Marble blocks. There we go. Got 23 of the bastards. That's us Gabbro blocks. There we go. Bing. Good. And then once we've built that, we've got a carpenter, we've got mason, we've got crafts dwarf now. What other workshops are there that could possibly be moodable? Jewelers? Nah. Oh, we need a mechanics workshop though, don't we? Yes, we do. Very much so. Very, very much so. We could bung that in there, but I don't think I will. We'll just pop it. We'll just let it dig out that square and it'll be fine. Okay. Unpause. Now we designate a... What was the one I was going to put in there? It was a mechanics workshop, wasn't it? T for mechanic. And we'll make that out of marble blocks, if they are available. Which they are. Bing! I don't know why I keep saying Bing every time I designate the block type. It's very annoying for me, so I can only imagine it's absolutely dick-ripping for you. What a shame. What a tragedy. No, he hasn't taken a workshop. Anyway, sorry. Oh, fuck. I've left you back on fucking rapist. Sorry, I shouldn't call it that. Dwarf therapist. I've left you on dwarf therapist. Here we are. Look, this is what I was doing. Building workshops. Crafts dwarf workshop here. Oh, hang on. Crafts dwarf workshop here. Mechanics workshop here. And has he claimed? We haven't built yet, have we? Has anybody got mechanics that needs mechanics? We have got someone with mechanics enabled. But what is he busy doing? Let's go and have a quick peek. I'm going to read in therapist. We'll see what goes on. Mechanic is currently hauling an item. Fuck that. You ain't hauling shit, mate. Never again, son. Never again. Where is it? Food hauling? You can do that. Item hauling? Stick that up your bum. Some. Commit. And back to the game. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's get these guys... hopefully building stuff as quick as possible. It's not going to be a mechanics workshop, is it? I mean, we got a crafts dwarf ready to come and build this shit, right? Right? Construction inactive. That's not needs wood, stone or bone working. We have woodworking, and the carpenter's workshop is not currently doing anything to occupy our... Huh?
It's mine.
How dare you steal our yak cheese? That's outrageous. Yeah, I basically left you staring at an Excel spreadsheet for ages. What a bastard. I do apologise. Oh, there are petitions available. Let's press P to stop that flashing. That didn't work. It's capital P. There we go. Status of Sibrek Quake Honoured. Wishes to reside in Steel Fortress for the purpose of eradicating monsters. Okay, why not? For now, I approve. Unpause again. Oh, let's quickly check up here for the wall situation. Still not closed off. What the bloody hell am I doing? B, capital C, W. There we go. We've got a wall, and I'm going to bing it there, and we're going to build it, screw it, just out of slate, which is nice and close. There we go. Keep moving, dwarves. Get on with it. Have they built the bedrooms yet? No. Wait a minute. Why haven't they placed any of the beds? I definitely put the build, bed. There we go. Needs bed. These aren't bedrooms, they're offices. That explains a lot. The bedrooms are up here. Yes. Yes. The bedrooms have been created. Yes. Needs armour stand. What? Oh, okay. Stop that. So, make a bedroom? Of course. Of course I make it a bedroom. Why wouldn't I make it a bedroom? Huh? This one can be made a bedroom. And this one can be made a bedroom. Sorry, I'm not resizing them all just to fill the door square. There we go. More bedrooms, and hopefully people will end up getting in a good bedroom and being happy. Happy little dwarves. Happy, happy dwarf joy. Happy, happy dwarf joy. Hello, Filthy. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Things are good. Things are good. The troll that was at the end of last episode was actually no issue, and we just battered it to death with a Cryptbeards rush. You know, keeping it traditional. The way you do. The traditional form of combat in most of my fortresses is just rush everybody unarmed at the enemy and hope that you just overwhelm them with sheer force of numbers. I mean, for every dwarf, for nearly every dwarf, I think every dwarf in my fortress, there are 2 fists. That fuckwit walled himself in again. What? They're all doing it, you bloody... Whoa, I'm angry. Oh, grr, you fucking prick. Ah, dear. Come on. Build out. Build out. Come on, come on, come on. That's it. Right, okay. One more try. Build. Capital C, W. Wall. Bang. Slate. Bosh. Good. Let's just sit here and watch until something gets done properly. Now this time, please could the builder stay on the other side of the wall? I know what's happening. I know what's happening. They're trying to use that piece of slate. Fuck me. Ah ha 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 ha. Cancel construction. Ah, did I confuse you, Dwarf Fortress? Did my ducking and diving leave you flummoxed? Well, so finally I have the upper hand. So wall, let's not build it out of slate. That's a stupid idea. That's the kind of idea an idiot has. Let's go down here and make it out of marble blocks. Oh yes, marble blocks. Bang, there we go. And hopefully they will retrieve marble blocks from the other side and therefore not stand on the wrong side when they build it. Yes? Yes, Gelfling? Forbid the stone inside the room. Well, that seems like a very easy way to do it, doesn't it, Mr. Mex? Doesn't it? But now I've said it this way, I want them at least to give them the opportunity to redeem themselves like this. Come on. Redeem yourself. Ooh, stop, stop. Oh, God, I nearly forgot about the bloody mooded dwarf. Okay, he's still not interested in any of our workshops. Have they not been built? Oh, fuck now. Let's quickly... I'm going to pop over to the therapist quickly and I'm going to check to see what our crafts dwarf is doing. Holy shit. We don't have any crafts dwarfs. Fuck me. Let's go back over to the therapist and have a little check to see if we can find a woodcrafter. Who can take the skill? What about you? Thickupt, what are you? You're a tanner. That might actually turn out to be useful in a little while. What about you? You're a weaponsmith. We're a little way away from that being valuable, but the peasants are in the army. That's no use. They'll probably be training. Fishery worker? What role did we give you? You're a mechanic. Well, you're not doing any mechanicking at the moment. Just for the purposes of building this workshop, you are now a woodcrafter. Commit. There we go. Back to the fortress. This time I won't leave you behind, boys. This time I'm taking you with me, and we're all going home. Presumably some of you are actually at home already, so that's going to make things much easier. Who's building? Who's building? Who's building? Someone just carried a boulder over the top of it, which is less than useful. Nothing actually going on there. Come on, buildy builders. Buildy builder builder builders. Buildly builder builder builder. Has anyone been assigned to build this yet? Yeah, look, he's got a block. He's doing it. He's doing it. Build it. Make it. Construct it. Create it. Oh, it sounds like the kind of... Hey, it's coming. Look at him. Bang. Sorted. Okay, let's unpause. He's gone for some stone. That's nice. He's still going for ingredients. He's going for mats. That's good. Let's just give him a second to come back. You know what? Let's ignore him for a second. Let's just see how this wall's done. Oh, finally! My fuck-witted little diddy men have finally figured it out. It's good. It's good. They've built the wall correctly, and now we're all happy. And here's the spear dwarf that we allowed to join us. Interesting, Sibrick. Interesting. Wall the Fey Mood dude just in case. Oh, yeah, that you see, that does make sense.
It's mine.
Can we keep the naked reindeers out of our cheens? Cheens? Sorry, the naked mole rat dogs. God, the naked mole dogs out of our reindeer cheese. Wow. Is it possible to more badly mangle an outburst, a statement, a phrase? Words? Maybe, maybe not. Have we got spare tables? We've got a shitload of chairs. We should probably stop churning those fuckers out, shouldn't we? We do not need more thrones. Cancel? Cancel! What do we want in place? Well, we're going to need some tables, frankly. So add T for table, and we'll put them on repeat for a little while, which is probably going to be a bad idea, but fuck it, whatever. Hooray! No need to panic about our little Fey Moody.
Fey Moody.
Biddly-biddly-boo. So let's go back up to the surface, make sure everything's going fine. Yeah, everything seems to be ticking over nicely. We are very poorly defended. Oh, a snowstorm. Ideal. Just what you want. Science has created a masterpiece slate table. Congratulations. Let's put some of these chairs into here because they are all standing up at the moment, which apparently is very good for your back. But it's not so good for the old Relaxatron. Relaxatron? Let's get Relaxatronic. Relax, go to it. When you want to go do it. Is that the word? I think so. Oh, look, there's a nice little table there. And we can put a chair next to that bad boy as well. Here you go, bad boy. There's a chair for you. Ah, amazing. Good. Do you have any dogs? If you make the dog zone at the front of the Ortress, they will catch any thieves that walk by. Nope, I forgot to bring any. I knew I could do that, but the reason I haven't done it is because I forgot to bring dogs. Which is a bit of an oversight on my part, but never mind. We've done it now. We'll just have to wait for one to turn up, hopefully. Or some interesting trade animals that we can train. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be an absolute delight.
We should probably get them... Excuse me. Oh, goodness. How crude. We should probably get them brewing drink, shouldn't we? Brew drink from plant. B. Brew drink from fruit. Add new task, brew drink from fruit. F. And then we'll put both of those on repeat and hopefully it will get done. If we've got someone doing it. I won't check just yet because I like to live on the edge. I like to have a little bit of unknown in my life. A little bit of mystery. Hey, here we go. Rith Amkonos the Fish Dissector has created Kanites Akamtagaz, a Dayside mug. He offers it to the Volcano of Lions. Brilliant. Thank you. Let's take a little look at this Dayside mug, or Dayside mug, however you want to pronounce it. Where is it? L Artifacts. Good. And presumably this is the only one we have. Let's look at the... Jesus, that's getting a bit loud, isn't it? Calm down, Dwarf Fort. Sound sensor's going absolutely berserk. It's this storm, I think. That's what's doing it. Anyway,
this is a Dayside mug. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of round Dayside cabochons and naked Moldog bone.
Unsurprisingly, of course, naked Moldog bones probably being in great supply. It's not worth a lot by the standards of legendary items, but, 3,600. Every little bit helps to bump up the value of the fort, which is not the best idea. Just because the attacks that you receive are kind of contingent on your, value of your fortress. Let me just quickly pip over to Therapist one more time and do a read to see if our little lad there got a boost to his skills. Woodcrafting? Oh, yep. Science just got Masonry 10. Was that what he got from his mood? Was he the one who made it? Bear with me. Better go back. A for announcement? No, it's Rith. Rith. Let me quickly go and look at old Rithy. Where's old Rithy? Rith. You're in the latest one, aren't you? Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's got stonecrafting of 16 now. Shit. If only you weren't in our militia. Oh well, you can keep stonecrafting on as a skill and we'll let you use it. Oh, winter. After the snowstorm. That's unusual. Does Dwarf Fortress have display cases for legendary yet? I think it has display pedestals, but not cases? I could be wrong. I have never dabbled in display. I've never actually got round to building anything for displaying my materials, so there is that. Holy shit, I've been recording for 1 hour and 18 minutes. Those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for enduring my nonsense. It's been a pleasure to spew it up into your face. That was a weird thing to say. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.